Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from February 19th through March 20th for my Sagittariuses. Hello, my Sagittariuses. How are you? Well, you know, longer readings, that's like the chapters, whereas the shorter readings are more like the paragraphs of life. But when I do longer readings, I use 4 decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I ask John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for clarification, advice from my Osha Zen Tarot, and then I finish up with my, 3 cards already out. I finish up with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, so what we're doing here, a subscriber asked me about doing this, and I thought, this might be a really good idea. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be reading I'm going to be reading for what's going to be happening to Sagittariuses during Pisces season. Okay, so Pisces season begins on the 19th of February and it ends the 20th, and that's when Aries season begins. It begins ends the 20th of March. Okay, so some of the things going on is, the 17th of February, it's a little bit before, but that's when Mercury goes retrograde. Now, it will be in retrograde until March 10th, and then it goes direct. However, whenever a planet goes retrograde, there's at least a 2-week window prior, before, and after that they call the shadow, because it's got to slow down and then it's got to stop. And it doesn't really go, this is more of an illusion, so you have to understand that too. But Mercury is over communications, electronics, so, this is not a great time for you to be buying new electronics devices, new phones, new cars, if you can avoid it. Now, we all have to live in our life, so if you can't, you can't. Just this is just not the ideal time. Now, the other thing, though, with Mercury retrograde is that's when past visits us in the present. So you could be seeing old relationships coming, and remember, relationships could be your job, career, work. Could be personal, interpersonal, intimate. It could be family. People could be popping up that you haven't seen for a while. Or it could be situations that you have to deal with that you did not deal with before. And they may not be the exact situation, but they could be very, very close to that. You might be like, wow, I know, this might be a different job, but it feels very similar to what I left, or something like that. However, I do feel too that the Mercury retrograde is a time when the universe does a reset. Okay, it tries to right a lot of wrongs. So let's go through some dates. Okay, February 17th, Mercury goes retrograde. February 19th, Pisces season begins. The 23rd of February, the new moon in Pisces. Full moon to new moon is the waning moon. Get rid of stuff, get rid of stuff. New moon to full moon is the waxing. Pull it in, okay? Ask for it. March 9th is the full moon in Virgo, and that's an earth energy. So, that could really do a lot of stabilization to this Mercury retrograde, because then on March 10th, Mercury goes direct. And it goes direct in Aquarius, it's going to be an interesting air type of energy there. Then on March 20th, Aries season comes. Now, Pisces ends the astrological year. So there could be a lot of cleanup, a lot of things kind of like bows I feel like for you, my Sagittariuses, I feel like the presents are being wrapped and the bows are being tied, and it's like, okay, we're getting ready. It's, giving you these. It could be also, like baskets are being with the cellophane on it. I feel presents, not as in presents as being in the present, but as presents like, ooh, gifts. I like it. So I feel very gifty with you. Aries starts the astrological year. Okay, so now I have been shuffling. I shuffled and 3 cards did fall out. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. What that means is that I open myself to my higher power spirit, and whatever the message is that needs to come in, it comes in and comes through. 3 cards face down. The third one is reversed. Reverse cards are pay attention. So let's see what is going on for Sagittarius in Pisces season. Okay, here we go. First card is the King of Water. King of Water, you've gotten this a couple of times, and this is about trusting water energy, Pisces energy. It's also Cancer and Scorpio, fluid, emotional. It's water energy, okay? But this is about trusting your heart, trusting you again, trusting your heart. The trusting your heart keeps coming to me. So there could be a new relationship coming into your life. And again, one of those relationships that we talk about, work, person, or family. And you need to trust your gut. You need to trust your heart on this. But, a lot of times people get a little bit mixed up between wishing and intuition. So, so you have to kind of follow what is your intuition saying and not what is it you're wishing. It's kind of it's like a two-prong. One is the wishes are more in that natural, where the intuition is the supernatural, and it's real easy to kind of push that supernatural away and go into the natural. I know, too much information, right? Right. But this is that type of energy. So you have to know, what is your gut really saying? If you are offered a job, or if there's a new person coming into your life and your gut tells you to run, even though your head tells you not to, run. Okay? Run. Trust your gut in this. Okay? So, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity, work. Now, conversely, if your heart tells you to trust, or I should say if your gut tells you to trust, and your brain might say, okay, I'm going to kind of go with a little bit of trust with caution. How's that? Next card. Here we go. The Page of Air. Air energy is our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's our thought processes. It's our hearing news. It's that Wi-Fi, that Bluetooth, and this is kind of about, okay, so here this is. Again, I'm feeling more intuition with this than heart. I'm feeling more gut with the King of Water than the heart per se. And again, I'm going to go with what I originally said, because it's like you're going to hear some interesting news, some news that's going to be a little bit on that challenging side. It's going to kind of, do you really want to go towards that, or do you not? Now, don't let fear stop you, because my Sagittarius, you are, you can, I want to say you're fearless, but you're cautiously fearless. You can handle a whole lot. So don't let fear stop you. But if your gut is telling you to stop, then don't. Okay, because whatever that is, again, is that a job that's being offered, a person coming into your life, and it says run, then you run. Okay, so the Page of Air, and remember, pages are impulsive, so there could be, again, that thing about wishing versus intuition. So logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. So there could be something that it's like, maybe you don't want to hear it. Okay. Maybe you, like I said, you want it so badly, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. You want to believe that it's everything you want. Again, what is your gut telling you? Okay. Here we go. Last card. This is reversed. And here we have the Ace of Earth. So Earth energy. So whatever your gut is telling you, it's going to really work out well for you, at least, in that solid Earth energy way. So again, if your gut is telling you to go for it, then I'll say go for it. Now, it's not when I talk about people's money or anything like that. Do not bet your mortgage. Okay, that's not right. If your gut, do not do something like that. If you have a little propensity for gambling and you want to spend more than you should, don't do that. Don't do that. Whoever you needed to hear that, don't do that. Do not use this as Deb said, no. It is trust your gut, but, okay? It's not that wishful thinking. I don't know. I keep, you need to kind of figure that out. But Earth energy is our Taurus, it's our Virgo, and that full moon will be in Virgo, so that will be solid then. And it's also Capricorn energy. It's someone you can touch, but it's also, a lot of times it's that money. It's that money which leads to that job, or could that income opportunity. It could be about your home too. But this is aces, and this is about new beginnings, new starts. So are you basically, getting into this position where, are you looking at possibly starting a new job, and you're saying, oh no, Mercury goes retrograde. What does that mean to me? Should I not? Because I've started jobs in Mercury retrograde only to unstart jobs in Mercury retro, before or right after Mercury went direct. Okay, so I understand that too. But again, if you need a job, if this is a job that you are really committed to, if this is something that you want, you can go ahead and trust that universe to get you forward in that, okay? Like I said, a lot of times the universe is what's happening in Mercury retrograde is it's making right what was made wrong, okay? So the Ace of Earth is the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So you could be buying a new house, or you could be putting an offer on a new apartment. It could be very solid energy that way. A lot of times I look at the Ace of Earth as kind of saying new job, new money, promotion, really good energy with that. Okay? So, and the King of Water does say you can trust. You can trust again too. I know, I'm such a mom, aren't I? Or now in this case, I'm such a grandma. It's like, yes, but. Because as I say it, there's always that but. Okay? It has to make sense too, but it has to make sense internally also. Again, know the difference, because my Sagittarius is, you really are romantics. And, so I do worry a little bit about you with that, because you are romantics, and, it's where, you want more that wishes. And again, you've got strong intuition, but you got to be careful. Okay? Okay. So 3 cards, John Holland, Psychic Tarot, and Oracle cards. Let's see what we have with these 3 cards. Okay, here we go. First card reversed, and this is obstacles and challenges. 5s, changes. Okay, changes, positive, negative. So these are those things you really have to look at things carefully, because this goes along with this page of air. Page of air, where it was talking about challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. Maybe you're going to hear something you didn't want to hear. However, because you hear that, because of what you learn, I feel like it could divert your pathway, and that's where the Ace of Earth comes in. Because you might have said something like, oh my gosh, I was going to take that job, and then I heard this and that. I'm so glad I didn't. But because you didn't take that job, another job opens up for you. Okay? Okay. Now, I push these aside. I hope, which one is first? Okay. These are still reversed. these are still down, but okay. So again, because of these little changes in your pathway, because of everything, these little things that you kind of look as like, like gnats, like GNAT, like those little bugs that, you're like, oh, get out of the way from me. But because of them, it redirects you. And then we have, and this was reversed, we have positive movement forward. So overcoming whatever that little obstacle is, overcoming whatever that challenging information is, maybe because of those obstacles, because of that challenging information, it made you rethink a direction you were going into, and made you go somewhere else, and that someplace else brings you to a better place. Okay, here we go. Next card. Patience. Wait it out. Wait it out. Okay? Have patience, because we do have, again, we have that thing about, didn't we have some changes in plans, delays or change in plans? So that could be the other thing too. So maybe you are all ready to start something and it's delayed, and you're thinking, oh, it's not going to happen, but it moves forward. Just have a little more patience. That March 10th, that March 9th, that March 10th, when things move, go direct, that's gonna really push things forward for you too. So, and I don't know, are you thinking, is this a new home for you? Is this, but see, a home, all of these things are relationships. A new home could be a new home in your business. Okay, it could be a new business. So that's where things get a little bit kind of on that muddier side for me. And I do tend to go to more that solid energy. But again, things work out well for you. Okay, here we go. That's interesting. That one flopped out. It is reversed, but it's also face up so I can see it. Here we go. The other two will be face down. Let's see from my Sagittarius. This is reversed. Strong energy, and this is moment to moment. So part of this is, again, there could be these delays. There could be these obstacles. There could be, I've been getting this more for this time period, especially with Mercury retrograde. Live in the day, okay? Live in the day. Don't project too far into the future, and don't look into the past. But I'm feeling like, don't project too much into that future, okay? This is the day. This is the day, okay? This is your advice cards. Here we go. Okay, again, reversed. Suppression. Okay, interesting energy, because this is, again, this is a lot of intense energy. This is really pushing you. This is pushing you to almost like to your breaking point. So be aware that whatever those obstacles were, whatever those challenges were, it could push you, to your breaking point. Don't let that happen, because you have the Ace of Earth, you have the King of Water, you have the positive movement forward, things moving forward for you. So, whatever this is this Mercury retrograde? It could be, it could, keep moving forward with all of this, okay? Now, your next card is, again, so here we go, and guidance. Okay, I love this card, because this is, again, reaching out to that higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. This is that supernatural. This is that supernatural, connection. Okay, and these are like your advice. So when you feel like you might give in, when you feel like you might just kind of stop and say no more, reach out. Okay, and again, one day at a time. But that's just helping you through this time, because you've really got some awesome cards. The King of Water, again, what's wishful thinking as far as intuition? Trust that. There may be some delays, but it winds up really good for you. You do move forward. There is abundance coming, okay? I know a lot of people would love it if I say, oh yes, on Tuesday, on Tuesday, this date, this is what's going to happen. But these are what the energies are like. So and again, that's when I say, take what you like, leave the rest. It may or may not resonate. But if you find yourself, in that, especially around that full moon, especially with Mercury, if you find yourself a little weepier, just know it will pass. This too shall pass, okay? And again, oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. That one flew out. So here we go. One more time. And we're going to cut. This one is face up, though, the one that came out. Here we go. Oh, you want to come out, too. Okay, here we go. So, 3 cards. The second and third are face down, and the third one's reversed. So here we go. Here's the 7 of Gabriel. The 7 of Gabriel is, this is your energy along with Aries. And remember, Aries will be starting on the 20th of March. So just keep holding on, keep getting there. It will, like I said, there is that Ace of Earth is saying things are coming really very good for you, my Sagittarius. Just hold on for that, okay? But the 7 of Gabriel, your energy, fiery, passionate, determined energy. And this is saying stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. So there's going to be some cleansing here with you. There's going to be this, again, that suppression card. There's going to be some pressures coming in, and you need to stand strong. You need to stay strong, because you do have really good energy coming around you. It's just this, and is this energy, is this, the suppression. This could actually be coming from those people from your past. This doesn't necessarily have to be it's not necessarily what you are doing to you. it could be that, you're letting somebody in from your past into your now. And the reason that they were in your past is because they were doing the same darn thing to you. Okay? So get them out. Clear that out. Okay, here we go. Next card is the moon. Okay, Archangel Heniel, the moon energy, very strong. What is that? That's going to be March 10th. But then we have the new moon, when this is where you start requesting things on February 23rd, right? 23rd. So this is, again, and this is in Pisces, and this is really strong intuition. This is about requesting. This is about releasing, relinquishing, requesting. This is about, trusting yourself, trusting your higher power. Not necessarily trusting that energy that's come into your circle. In fact, if that's somebody from your past that's come into your now, there was a reason for that. Move them forward. Move them out. Move them out. Okay? Okay. So, the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. And that's part of that suppression. That's part, it's again facing your fears. What are you afraid of? Because there's so many positive energies around you and things opening. Are you, is it analysis? What is it? Paralysis by analysis? Are you overthinking the problem too much? Okay? That's part of this Mercury retrograde, yeah. But go on. Push forward. Okay, your last card is reversed. Here we go. The wheel. Okay, I said push forward. This was, again, reversed. And here we have the wheel. And this is 10. This is Archangel Jeremiah. Things moving forward for you, pushing forward. So there's going to be some internal struggles here for you. This is going to be internal struggles. And what is it? Are you afraid of success? My Sagittariuses. Claim the success. Claim it, because there's so much going on that's positive. And then there's just this negative energy that's kind of like holding you back here. Let this negative energy go. And if it's not yours, if it's somebody else's, let them go too. Okay? Let them go. And if you can't let them go, I do ask many times over, if I'm working with people and it's like, oh goodness, I ask, my higher power cover me with the cloak of protection. Okay? Because these are really cool cards for you, things moving. Probably Aries, when we come back into the fire energy, will actually like explode open for you. I'm hoping that. I'm feeling that. I'm claiming that. So the wheel, Archangel Jeremiah, it is a 10, transitioning, moving you forward. And this is a new beginning, end of delay. So here we had these other delays going on, but this ends the delays. A change in direction that offers happiness. And didn't we talk about that too? We talked about that. So it might be that you might be delayed because of, you might be delayed on going this way, and because of it, something else opens up for you. So really good stuff. Really good stuff. So Pisces actually, but Pisces is kind of moody, and Pisces kind of, it's that water. It kind of wants to, it's kind of like, imagine you're this fire sign, and, being a fire within, having the rain. I love the rain. It can be very, cleansing, but yet if you're a fire sign, it can kind of dampen you a little bit. So just go through it, get through it. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, have confidence in yourself. What else did this say? A change of direction that offers happiness. So my Sagittariuses, if you enjoy my readings, please remember to like, and subscribe. But as always, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.